Hello students, how are you? You must be fine today. So today we are going to discuss one of the fascinating chapter in the physics, which is called the magnetic effects of electric current. In my last lecture, when I had gone through the current electricity, on that class also you know that there is a current effect which is called the thermal effect of the electric current, where we have discussed about the electric energy and the electric power. On that class I have said that when the electric current is passing through any components or any circuits or any instrument, it produces the different effects. If that effects will show the thermal one, then that is called the thermal effect. If it will exhibit the magnetic properties, then that is called the magnetic effect, and if it will producing the light properties, then that is the photoelectric effect. So different properties are exhibiting due to the flow of the electric current. So today we are going to discuss about the magnetic effect of the electric current. So this idea what we are going to discuss, that idea was first discovered in the year 1820. That means now it is the 2020. 1820 means nearly 200 years back, this BSNL or the Reliance, or that will say the idea, the first came to the human being by a person who was at that time was a famous scientist of the Danish, and his name was the Ørsted, and his full name was the Hans Christian Ørsted. In the 1820, he showed that if some electric current will pass through the components, then it produces the magnetic field. Later we will demonstrate how that magnetic field is producing. So if the 200 years is already passed, some new inventions are taken place in our society, and one of that most important invention which is going on from day to day, and in our everyday we are using that word which is called the MRI, which is called the MRI. On the screen you have seen that the MRI diagram you have seen. Suppose you have gone for any doctors and he given you the advice to make the MRI, and before making the MRI it is gone for the X-ray or for the ultrasound, etc., etc. But the question comes, what is the meaning of the MRI? So MRI means M stands for the magnetic, R stands for the resonance, and I stands for the imaging. So magnetic resonance imaging. So due to the magnetic field, it produces the some of the image of our the body, means the particles which are present in our the body due to the effect of the highly magnetic field, they are gives you a structure which was its actual form. But if we will go through the X-ray, the detail of that structure will not the visualize. Similarly, another figure you are seeing on the screen, that is the train. The train, we know that it has also gone through the different generations, but the train which is looking before you, that is called the maglev, means magnetic levitation maglev. So that was also the functioning due to the magnetic field effect. And another one, very silly one, which are using in day to day, that means the third figure which are observing on the screen, that is the ATM card. So now I have a ATM card. You are all clearly observing the ATM card we are using in every day. In the ATM card of the back side, you see there is a layer that is called the magnetic strip, and when we are pushing it inside the ATM, then at that time this one will give you some result. That result is coming due to the magnetic effect, due to which your screen is the observing, and what you want to make it, according to that we are giving our the command. So these are the effects of the magnetic field due to the flow of the current we are using in day to day life. So today's discussions about one is the magnetic field. What is the magnetic field and what will its the magnitude, what will its the direction, and due to some some conductors, we are find your the magnetic field that was first given by your the Biot and Savart. By using its the conceptions, we will able to find its the mathematical expression. Then the magnetic field at the center of the circular coil carrying conductor and your the straight current carrying conductor, etc., etc. So, let us now first clear how this magnetic field being the created due to the flow of the current. Dear students, here we are making the demonstration. So, I have taken some of the components. This is your the battery, this is your the connector, this is your the magnet, and this is your the magnetic needle. And we know very well that if a magnet will take towards your the magnetic needle, there is a deflection. It shows that the magnetic field will be there. So, to find that magnetic field, now I am doing this demonstration. I just connect that connector, and due to which this connector is through which the current is flowing, and it shows that there is a deflection, there is a current blow, there is a glow in your the LED which is connected with it. So, when this LED will take or this resistor will take towards this magnet, if there will be a deflection, you see clearly a deflection is your the observing. Clearly the deflection is your the observing. So, this shows that around this there is no magnet, means there is no magnetic field, but the deflection will show that there is a presence of the magnetic field due to the flow of the current. So, the second one, this is your the nail. If a nail to be the connected through this resistor for certain interval of the time, and then this nail will taken towards your the magnet, then or magnetic needle, then also there is a deflection. So, this shows that there is a deflection due to your the flow of the current. So, it shows that the presence of the magnetic field due to the flow of the current. So, now we will go to find what will be its the mathematical expression and how this idea being your the generated. Magnetic field introduction. So, this is the magnetic, this word being the generated from the word of your the magnetite. Fe2O3, magnetite. So, what do you mean by the first word is your the field? Field means it is a region, means a space around which the influence due to something to be or the exist. And if that influence will exist due to your the magnet, then that is your the magnetic field. If it is due to your the charge or the current, that is your the electric field. And if it is due to your the gravity, that is your the gravitational field. Gravitational field. So, out of this, on your the first unit, you came to know about the electric field. You came to know about the electric field. This electric field is generally represented with the letter of your the E. The similar type of the field, that is your the magnetic field, which we will represent by using the letter of your the B. This electric field is equals to your the F by your the Q, means the force per your the charge. Then what will be the magnetic field, that we are going to your the discuss about that one. So, this electric field is equals to F by Q, then that F is your the force, and that force is depends upon your the electric lines of force. Electric lines of force. Similarly, you will find here the magnetic lines of force. That everything is the resemble between the electric and your the magnetic field. So, if this electric field is there, now we are going to find what will be the electric field direction. Suppose this is your the charge. Suppose this is your the current flowing conductor. This is your the current flowing conductor. Suppose due to this conductor, as the demonstration we made, if we will take a point P here, what will be the magnetic field at that point P, that we have to find out. So, to find the magnetic field, we have to take in a small element and we have to connect with that one. And if this small element is your the dl and your the distance is equals to your the r, though the current is flowing in this direction, this length dl will be your the current element, that is your the current element, which is your the idl, and that is your the dl vector, we will retain as the dl vector. So, if we will connect this one, then what will be the magnetic field direction? To find that magnetic field direction, we will go for your the right hand thumb rule. Right hand thumb rule. So, to find that one, right hand thumb rule means we have to take in our the right hand. Suppose this is our the right hand, this is your the thumb, and these are the rest fingers, and you have to indicate the current. So, this is your the current direction. So, you have to indicate the current according to your the thumb. Suppose the thumb is in this direction, means the current is in direction. Now, you have to rotate your the three fingers. Suppose I will rotate these three fingers, you see, means this four fingers, they are going in this direction, means it is your the inward. So, if the field direction is your the inward, then that is represented by your the this symbol, like this symbol, this is your the inward. Suppose instead of taking the point P here, we will take another point Q here. Suppose that is at a distance of your the r radius. So, according to that one, the current is flowing in this direction. So, the current will go in this direction, means the current flow is in this area, and the four fingers to be the rotate. So, if the current is in this direction and the four fingers to be the rotate, means it will comes out, means here the field direction is comes out, means that is represented with your the symbol likewise. So, on this way we can find out what will be the direction of your the magnetic field. So, to find the magnitude of that magnetic field, now we will go to find its the magnitude. And to find the magnitude of the magnetic field, there is a law which is called your the B.S. law, that is your the Biot-Savart law. So, there the name of the two persons, that is your the Jean-Baptiste Biot and the Felix Savart. Jean-Baptiste Biot, and this T in generally they will take it in the silence, and this is your the Savart, means this is the Felix Savart. Felix Savart, and they given the magnitude of your the magnetic field. The magnitude of the magnetic field to be the determined by that one, but the experimental verification says that the force which is your the maximum due to your the magnetic field, that is equals to your the Q of your the V cross B, that is it's the mathematical expression which is find out experimentally, means F max will be your the F is equals to V B sin theta, this F force. So, this is equals to your the Q V B sin theta. This is your the F max is equals to your the Q V B sin theta, means that is Q V B, because for the maximum this sin theta factor is equals to your the 1. So, Q V B is equals to this one, means your B is equals to your the F by your the Q V. This is your the mathematical expression of the magnetic field which is determined by your the mathematical expressions of the magnetic field by your the experimental verification. B is equals to F by QB, and this can also be expressed. Suppose instead of the flowing the charge, if we will flow the current, then this F will derive, that is equals to your the BIL sin theta. That means that is equals to I of your the BL cross B, that is equals to your the L cross B. F will be your the I of the L cross B, means F is equals to your the BIL sin theta, means for the maximum this sin theta factor will be the 1, because you know in the mathematics the sin theta maximum value is your the 1 and the minimum value is your the minus 1. So, for the maximization this sin theta is equals to 1. So, F max is equals to this, means your the B is equals to your the F by your the IL. B is equals to your the F by IL. So, this B is equals to F by QB, this B is equals to F by IL. So, these two are the equal or not, that we will discuss. Now, we are going to discuss to find either the two expressions which we derived, means your B is equals to your the F by your the QB and B is equals to your the F by IL, or F is equals to QVB or F is equals to your the BIL, either they are equal or not. If they to be or the equal, means their dimensions will also be to your the equal. So, you can convert this one to your the that one, or that one to your the this one. Let us now first go to conversion of F max QVB and your the F max BIL are the same or not. You see this Q means we know I is equals to your the Q by T. So, Q is equals to your the IT. So, instead of the Q, now I substituted IT, and this is equals to your the V. So, V is equals to your the L by your the T, because the speed V is equals to your the S by T. So, V is equals to your the L by T, where L is the length of the conductor, and this B will be your the this B. Now, you see T will be your the goes out, then this is equals to your the BIL. F max is equals to your the BIL, and F max we have taken the QVB. Similarly, if we will go F is equals to BIL, that also equals to your the QVB. So, F is equals to BIL, so B will remain as such, I is equals to your the Q by T, and your the L is equals to your the VT. L is equals to Vt, because you see S is equals to your the Vt, S means your the distance, here L is the distance, so L is equals to your the Vt. Now, this Tt is cancel, so this is equals to VQB, BQV or VQB, whatever you will say. So, this FBIL and FQVB, they to be are the same. So, now using that one, we will go to find what will be the unit of your the magnetic field. So, that magnetic field intensity or magnetic flux density or magnetic induction, whatever you will say. These three are represented by your the B vector, because this is a vector quantity, though this is the intensity. As I said, E is the electric field intensity is equals to your the F by Q. F is your the vector quantity, Q is the scalar. According to our the common formula, the scalar will be the plus, vector will be the minus. So, plus by minus is equals to your the minus. Therefore, E is the minus, means that is your the vector quantity as per your the common form. So, now we are going to find what will be the unit, and we know that the unit or the dimension of your the any physical quantity can be determined from its the mathematical expression. So, the two mathematical expressions which we have taken, one is the F is equals to QVB or F is equals to your the BIL. We are interested to find about the B. So, here the B is equals to your the F by your the QV, or here B is equals to your the F by your the IL. So, this is its the mathematical expression. So, to find its the mathematical expression, if you will go for your the M case, you now see its the formula F is F by QV. F is what? F is the force. So, in the M case system, F is the force, that is your the Newton, Q is the charge, that is your the 1 coulomb, and V is your the, V is what? The V is its the speed, means that is the S by T, means that is your the meter by your the second. So, if we put that value, then B is equals to 1 Newton upon Q is equals to your the 1 coulomb into 1 meter per second. That is equals to Newton into second by your the coulomb, and that is known as your the Tesla. And you see, this is the coulomb per second. Coulomb per second is also known as your the I is equals to your the Q by T. If Q is the coulomb, T is the second, then this is the coulomb per second is your the ampere also. So, this is your the Newton by your the ampere. So, that is your the 1 Tesla. That is in terms of your the B if you will take. If you will go here, you will find that this F will be the 1 Newton, I is equals to your the 1 ampere, and L is equals to your the 1 meter. So, this is equals to 1 Newton by ampere meter. So, this is equals to your the F is equals to your the, this is also your the 1 Tesla. Not that is your the Tesla like your the container, that is known as your the Tesla. That is your the Tesla. So, that Tesla is generally represented as 1 Tesla is equals to your the 1 capital T, that Tesla. That is equals to your the Newton by your the ampere meter, because we are discussing about the flow of current only. Therefore, this is the Newton by ampere meter. And if we will go for your the CGS, this is CGS, here it will be your the EMU, as I said in your the last class, EMU, electromagnetic unit. Here the magnetic field is produces. So, 1 Tesla is equals to your the 1 Newton by ampere meter. If we will go for the CGS, that Newton will be your the dyne, and this ampere will be your the ab-ampere, and this meter will be your the centimeter. So, that 1 dyne by the 1 ab-ampere into centimeter is your the 1 Gauss, and that is represented by your the G. So, in the M case, that is your the Tesla, in CGS that is your the Gauss. So, if M case CGS is there, they must have your the relation. So, now we will go to find what is the relation of that one. So, to find the relation between Tesla and Gauss, relation between Tesla and your the Gauss. You see, we have written 1 Tesla is equals to 1 Newton by 1 ampere into meter. If it to be converted to your the Gauss is in your the EMU, means that is the CGS. So, this Newton to be converted into your the dyne. So, 1 Newton is equals to 10 to the power of 5 dyne by your the ampere into your the centimeter. So, this ampere will be converted here the ab-ampere. So, 1 ab-ampere is equals to 1 ampere is equals to 1 by 10 ab-ampere, then 1 meter, and this is equals to the centimeter. So, meter to be converted to the centimeter, and a meter to be converted centimeter means 10 to the power of 2 centimeter. You see 10 to the power of 2 with power 2, this 10 is cancelled, only remain here the 10 in the numerator, that is the 10 to the power of 5. So, that is equals to 10 to the power of 4 dyne by ab-ampere into centimeter. So, you see dyne by ab-ampere into centimeter is equals to the 1 Gauss. So, that is equals to 10 to the power of 4 Gauss. So, 1 Tesla is equals to 10 to the power of 4 Gauss. Similarly, this another type of the definition you can derive from its the magnetic flux. Magnetic flux, like your the electric flux, we know E is equals to your the phi into your the A, and the magnetic flux that we are written as your the that is equals to your the phi of the magnetic, that is your the E phi. Phi is equals to your the E into A, and this is equals to phi is equals to your the B into A. So that is equals to your the BA. So phi is equals to your the father, not father, that is the BA by, therefore phi is equals to your the BA. So B is equals to your the phi by your the A. You see the B in the M case we said it is the Tesla, A is the area, that is equals to the meter square. So Tesla into meter square for the magnetic flux in M case, that is your the Weber. So the magnetic flux unit for your the M case, that is the Weber, though phi is equals to your the BA implies B is equals to your the phi by your the A. This phi is equals to your the Weber, A is equals to area, that is the meter square. So 1 Weber by your the meter square, that is also your the B. So the B unit is also 1 Tesla or Weber by your the meter square. Therefore, we came to a conclusion that if some current will flow through your the conductor, it will produce the magnetic field. If the magnetic field is there, then what will be its the direction, that we have determined by using the right hand thumb rule, and then we find what will be the mathematical expression of the magnetic field, and it's the M case and the CGS, which is the relation. Okay. Regarding that one, what will the strength of that magnetic field induction? That was given by your the Biot and Savart. Therefore, the name is called as your the Biot-Savart law. So, if we take a conductor of certain length, out of which a small element to be taken on it, that small element you can take as your the ds or your the dl, whatever it may be. If dB be the magnetic field which is produced due to that small element, and the ds is the vector length, means the small element whose current directions will be its the vector length, and r is the position vector, the point from where to where we have to find the magnetic induction. Then if this thing is your the continue, then what will be the magnetic induction due to your the small element of your the length dl, means if this is the conductor of the length L, out of which we have taken a small element of your the dl, and the direction of the current along this one, means it is your the dl vector, means this is the small vector element 1. So, according to the Biot and your the Savart, if dB be your the magnetic induction due to your the small element, then that is proportional to your the current flow, that is proportional to your the small element, current element, and that is proportional to your the sine of the angle theta. What is that theta? Theta is the angle between your the vector element with its the position vector, the point from where we have to find the magnetic induction. If that is your the r, that distance, then this theta is the angle between the tangent drawn at the small element with your the line of the connection, that is the theta, then sine theta, and inversely proportional to your the square of the distance. Upon these 4 factors, the Biot-Savart law is purely your the depends. So, if then what results we will get? The dB which we will find, that is the perpendicular to your the ds, and your the dB is also perpendicular to your the r, and the dB is inversely proportional to your the r square, and the dB is directly proportional to your the current I, and the dB is directly proportional to your the small element, that is your the dl, and also the dB is proportional to sine of the theta. So, if we will combine them, then this dB is proportional to I dl sine theta by your the r square. When something is proportional to something and you will make it equalize, then you will equalize it, then there is some constant of your the I dl sin theta by your the r square as it was, and that constant generally we are taking as the k. So, that is the k I dl sin theta by r square. What is the value of k? We will discuss. This is your the dB due to your the small element, and if likewise the small elements are present, number of the small elements we have taken, then the integration of that small element over that length of one OB, O to B will be your the total magnetic induction B. Means the total magnetic induction due to your the whole length of your the L cannot be determined your the directly until and unless you find its the small portion 1. So, this dB integration of your the from 0 to B means, or you can say that is the summation of your the that dB. So, if we will go for its the integration, dB is equals to your the k I d l sin theta by your the r square, that's integration, means this k I sin theta by your the r square for the particular one will remain same, and it will be the integration of your the dl. This is from 0 to your the L, and this is also from 0 to your the L. So, that one will be your the k I sin theta by r square, and this dl 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 dl, if you will collect whole of them, that is the length of the conductor. So, that is equals to your the L. So, if you will take all these and rearrange them, then that is equals to your the B is equals to your the murder sin theta by your the r square. Sir, how the murder will comes? You see, this k I l is your the kill. So, kill means that is your the murdering. So, B is equals to your the k I l sin theta by your the r square, or you can say that is the kill sin theta by your the r square. Then what is the value of the k here? The value of the k is your the mu 0 by 4 pi, that is of I l sin theta by your the r square. This k is the proportionality constant. That proportionality constant for the magnetic field, as you know from the Coulomb's law of the magnetostatic, that is equals to the mu 0 by 4 pi. This mu 0 by 4 pi, what is its value? 10 to the power of minus 7. So, this mu 0 is what? This mu 0 is called here the permeability. That is the permeability. Likewise, for the electric field, as I said that this magnetic and electric, they are the quite similar. So, we first love about your the electric field. So, by taking the loving position of the electric field, we know that electric field, that is the E. Likewise, we have discussed in the last 2 chapters. Now, the another loving chapter is the coming, and that is your the magnetic one, and that magnetic is replaced by your the B. So, here if it is the electric field, the constant is also your the k. Here also you are taking the constant is also your the k, and for that constant k we have taken 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0, and here it is your the mu 0 by 4 pi. Here it is the epsilon, here it is the mu, here it is epsilon 0, there it is your the mu 0. Epsilon is what? Epsilon is your the permittivity, and this mu is your the permeability. These are not our words, they are the Greek words. So, that permeability or permittivity, its English meaning is your the response of the medium. With the medium, how it is responding, that factor is your the permeability. If the medium is your the air, then we are say that is the free space. So, for that one, permeability is your the mu 0, and for your the permittivity, that is equals to your the epsilon 0. If any medium, then that is your the mu, here that is your the epsilon, and if it is a combination of that one, then that is called your the relative permeability or relative permittivity. That relative one is represented with the symbol of your the letter R for your the electric, and for your the magnetic, that is the mu r, and that is equals to your the mu by your the mu 0. This is your the epsilon by epsilon 0. These things you know in your the earlier chapter. So, this is equals to mu 0 by 4 pi I dl sin theta by your the r square. That implies B is equals to mu naught I l sin theta by 4 pi r square. This is its the magnitude, or instead of the mu 0 by 4 pi you can write 10 to the power of minus 7 I L sin theta by your the r square. This is your the magnitude of your the magnetic induction or magnetic flux density. And if it is the magnitude 1, but as we have written earlier that this is your the vector, because you see B and it is the electric case, that is the E. E is the electric field intensity, it is a vector quantity. So, here the B is also your the vector quantity. So, now we have to represent this B in your the vector form. So, B in vector form, B in the vector form. We know B is equals to your the K I L sin theta by your the r square, and if it will make to be your the vector, means we will give a vector sign. If the vector sign is given to your the left, then where the right hand side, how you will give the vector sign? By taking a unit vector of your the position 1, because that r to be your the vary, so that is the r cap, and that r cap, this is the unit vector, and unit vector you know that vector with that vector mod. Now, we are going to discuss about the application of Biot-Savart law. Let us now first come the magnetic induction at a point. To determine the magnetic induction or magnetic flux density or the magnetic field at a point, and that can we will discuss in the two ways. The first one is your the due to a finite length of current carrying wire, or due to an infinite length current carrying wire, or due to a circular current loop or coil, circular current loop or the coil. These three things mostly we have to discuss. Let us now go for your the first one, due to a finite length current carrying conductor. Due to a finite means a definite length is provided here. So, that is your the current through your the finite length. So, number 1 A, due to a finite length of current carrying wire, current carrying wire. Current carrying straight wire, current carrying straight wire. Suppose this is your the straight wire through which the current is your the flowing. So, if the current is flowing, we are interested to find a point where to be determine the magnetic induction. Let that point is your the P, and let us take the perpendicular distance from that one is your the M, say that is equals to your the R. And to find its value, let us find a small element of that one. Here it is the small element, and join the small element, and that small element distance if we take A R, and this is equals to A. Due to this one, what will be your the current, means here the magnetic induction, that we have to determine. according to the Biot-Savart law, for its the application for your the long straight wire current carrying conductor. So, as we know that if according to the diagram, if this is the length and this is the point P and this is the small element of length of your the dl, and from that small element to the point P is at a distance of the r, and this is your the a, and this angle generally which we are taken as your the theta as per the Biot-Savart law. Due to the current flowing through this wire of your the small element dl, your dB will be your the k I dl sin theta by your the r square, the formula that we know earlier. And here you say I is the current also, I dl is the length also, we have taken L, sine of the theta we also taken, that is your the theta here, and r is the distance that we have also taken as the r. If this angle which it makes, let this angle is equals to your the alpha. So, you can say now I dl sin theta, that theta will be your the, though this is the perpendicular distance at a distance of your the a. So, this is equals to 90, this is your the theta. So, this angle is equals to your the 90 minus of your the alpha by your the r square, that is equals to your the k I dl cos alpha by your the r square. So, if this is equals to your the dB, according to your the earlier discussion, if you take the all likewise the small elements, means you will take in its the integration. So, to find the magnetic induction due to your the whole straight current carrying conductor, we have to take in all such dls. All such dls, each dl will giving the magnetic induction dB. So, all such dls will give its the integration of your the dB from 0 to b of your the dB value is equals to your the k I dl cos alpha by your the r square. So, if this is equals to cos alpha by your the r square, but here it was your the theta, now we have to express, means to find its the magnetic induction due to your the whole one, means we have to go from this point to this point. If this point is equals to your the x, this point is your the y, means this x point is making the angle of this one, means the alpha can be increased up to this side and the alpha can increase up to this side. And if this one is taken as your the phi 1 and this angle is equals to your the phi 2, then this dl cos alpha value we have to determine. And you see in this triangle you can say your the cos alpha, this angle is equals to the alpha, this is your the base, this is your 90 degree, means this is your the height, and this is your the perpendicular, this is your the hypotenuse. So, what you will say, and if this is it's the finite length of your the L, then cos alpha, alpha is equals to your the b by your the r. So, b is equals to your the how much, that is equals to your the a, b by your the h, h is equals to your the r. So, cos alpha is equals to your the a by r. Similarly, tan alpha, if this one is your the alpha, tan means your the p by b, this is equals to your the p and this is equals to your the b, and p is equals to your the how much, that is equals to L, and b is how much, that is equals to your the a. So, this implies dl is equals to your the a tan alpha, L is equals to your the a tan alpha. If we differentiate that one, then dl by your the d alpha is equals to a sec square alpha. This implies dl is equals to a sec square alpha d alpha. Now, we find the value of a dl. Now, we have to substitute the value of the r. R is equals to your the a by cos alpha. So, if you will substitute here, that is equals to your the k is k, I is the I, then dl. dl value is equals to your the a sec square alpha d alpha, this is equals to dl cos alpha, you make it remain as such, then r square, r is equals to your the a by cos alpha. So, r square is equals to a square by cos square alpha. This by cos square alpha will go up. Now the integrand term is your the d alpha, means the alpha limit we have to substitute here. This alpha means if you will go on the reverse side, that will be your the phi by 2. If you will go to the upper side, that is equals to your the phi 1. So its limit from minus phi 2 to your the minus phi 1. Are you clear, my students? You see the integrand term related with the alpha. You see alpha is equals to this one. If the point is taken on this side to its the extreme end, then this alpha can be extended up to your the phi 2. And if you will take the small elements on its the upper side, that alpha can go on its the upper side, and that extended value will be your the phi 1. Therefore, that is equal to your the from minus phi 2 to your the phi 1, because we have taken from this side and we are going to that side. This is your the lower, that is your the upper. So this is the lower limit, that is the upper limit. So this is equals to your the this cos square alpha will go up, k I, that is the constant I taken out, and this a square with the a will be the cancel. This by cos square alpha, that will go up, that is equals to the cos square alpha. So sec square alpha, cos square alpha is gone, and this a with the a square is gone. So only remain, that is equals to the k I, then is the cos alpha, then that is equals to the d alpha by your the a, and this integration from your the minus phi 2 to your the phi 1. So that is equals to your the k I by your the a, integration of a cos alpha, that is equals to your the sin alpha, and its limit from minus phi 2 to your the phi 1, and that is equals to your the k I by your the a, k I by your the a. If you put its the upper limit, then that is equals to your the sin phi 1, then minus of the lower limit, that is equals to sin of minus phi 2. Are you clear? The limit, first you will put the upper limit, then you will put the lower limit. So minus of the this one. So that is equals to your the k I by your the a of sin phi 1 plus sin phi 2. So that k is equals to your the mu 0 by 4 pi I by a of sin phi 1 plus sin phi 2. So that is your the magnetic induction due to your the straight one. B is equals to mu 0 by 4 pi I by a of sin phi 1 plus sin phi 2. This is the magnetic induction due to your the straight current carrying conductor. So if this is the, it's the theory, the most important thing that you have to know how this theory to be or the applied for the practical purposes. For the practical purposes means for your the solving of the different numericals. So to solve that one, I already explained what are the processes, and now I am giving you a hat. And if you will put that hat over your the head, then you will go to its the upper position. The hat is known as your the cap. So this cap means what? The C means your the concept, A means it's the application, then you becomes your the perfect. So if you know the concept of a thing and put it for the application, then you will be the perfect, means you will be the perfect one. So to find this process, we are going to discuss some of the problems. So means let us now go for your the question number 1. So for the question number 1, I provided this is your the finite length, and there is a point which is at a certain distance, say you are the 5 meter, and this point is your the A, B is the length, and if the A length means the side of the A with the point P, it makes your the 30 degree, and with the B let it makes your the 45 degree, then the question is find the magnetic field strength at P. This is your the question. So, this is the finite length. According to the finite length formula, we know B is equals to this much. We are interested to find the magnetic induction at the point P. So, to find that magnetic induction at the point P, as I said, the concept we know, then it's the application. According to the concept, we put the application means what is the magnetic induction there. So, B is equals to mu 0 by 4 pi I by A. I is what? Current. Suppose some current is flowing given, this is equals to your the 2 ampere current is flowing. So, if I is equals to your the 2 ampere and then is your the A. A is what I said? A is the perpendicular distance from the point to your the conductor. The point is the P here, this is your the conductor, this is the perpendicular distance which is the 5 meter. So, that is equals to your the 5 of your the sin phi 1 plus sin phi 2. Phi 1 is the angle in one side, phi 2 is the angle in the another side. So, in the one side angle it is the 45. So, that is equals to your the sin 45 plus of your the sin 30. The sin 45 value you know, sin 30 value you know, and you have to put that values and you have to find what will be its the answer. So, that calculation part is for you. So, my dear students, suppose I will give you another question. Question number 2 means we are making its application. Suppose a square is there, having here the each side of here the say length L, each side of the length L. The question is, what will be the magnetic induction at the point P, at its the center? What is the magnetic induction at the center of your the square? If the square is your the A, B, C, D and the current is some current is flowing. I am not given any current, some current is flowing. So, how will you find the magnetic induction? So, there are the 4 sides, means the each side will become here the one of the wires. So, this is the finite wire. Suppose we will go for this finite wire. Now, you join with its the 2 ends. So, we joined its the 2 ends and this is its the perpendicular distance. So, this is its the perpendicular distance. Though this is the square and this is the perpendicular, it bisects this one. So, these 2 lengths will be L by 2. So, if this is equals to L by 2, then what will the angle is formed? Here it is the 45, here it is the 45, because this is the 90 degree, this is bisecting, this is 45, this is 45. So, this angle too you know. So, this is the case for your the first one, means due to this one, if the first magnetic field B1 you can find out, that is equals to the mu 0 by 4 pi, then I is equals to the sum value, A is equals to the L by 2, then that is of the sin 45 plus sin 45. So, this comes your the value of your the B1 after putting this one. Similarly, you have your the 4 such portions. If this is equals to B2, this is your the B3, this is the B4, then total B is equals to your the 4 times of the B1. So, likewise the different questions you will face. So, what we discussed till now, that is your the what is your the magnetic field, its unit, its dimension, Biot-Savart law, and its the application for your the finite straight current carrying conductor. Okay, thank you very much.